Hello everyone, Jonathan Casillas here, and today's presentation we're going to be talking about the importance of a good interest rate or getting a good interest rate on a loan. Again, my name is Jonathan Casillas and I'm the owner and founder of Casillas Capital Partners. And we're going to be talking about today the importance of a good rate by numbers. So, first, before we get into it, there are going to be a few assumptions we're going to make, and we're going to go through them now. So, our assumptions. First, lender speeds are equal. It is a fact that if you have two lenders, one with a higher than the other, but the higher interest rate lender is faster at getting you your money and going through the process, closing, whatnot, you can, and a lot of times do, save money in the long run. But in this example and through this presentation, we're going to assume that the speed of the lenders are equal. Two, borrowers have the same amount of experience. The reason this is important is because experience equals less risk for the lender, which usually means better terms such as interest rates. Three, borrowers have the same credit score. Credit score and experience fall kind of under the same deal. Lenders look at everything as risk, and the better experience, or the more experience, excuse me, and the better the credit score, the less risky you look like, and therefore the better terms you get. So, in these examples, lenders' speed to implementation is equal, borrowers have the same experience, credit scores are the same. So let's get down to numbers. Cost of a flip or hard money loan, also known as a fix and flip loan, at 12% interest yearly. Purchase price for this example is going to be 100,000. Rehab cost is going to be 20 grand or 20,000. ARV is after repair value, or what the house or property sold at once it's finished, 90,000. Lenders usually have a percentage of ARV they will max out at. In this example, 75% ARV, or 142,500. Now, in both of these examples, we're doing the same type of product, meaning it's going to have the same percentage of purchase and rehab. In this example, it's going to be 85% purchase and 100% rehab. So 85% of the $100,000 purchase is 85,000. The rehab 100% of 20,000 is 20,000. So the total loan amount is 105,000. Monthly interest payments, if you took the 12% interest on the 105,000 and you divided it by 12% or 1% a month, is $1,050. Loan down payment, if they're covering 85,000, then you need, or 85%, excuse me, which is 85,000 of the 100,000, you need to come up with the other 15%, and in this case, $15,000. Rehab down payment is none because they're doing 100% financing. A couple more numbers just to see everything. Total loan down payment, 15,000. Again, 15% of the 100,000 because we're covering 85%. And nothing on the rehab. 6 months of interest payments. Most lenders will like to see either A, you have the income to pay the interest payments, is basically they're going to get their money back, or B, you have it in an account. So if you have it in an account at 6 months of interest payments at 12% interest yearly, you're looking at $6,300 in an account. Closing costs on this loan, we're going to do at 3 points. I'm sorry, closing points at this loan, we're going to do at 3 points. Sorry about that. Application fee is 200, appraisals 399, services fee is 500, documentation and prep lawyer fees are 500, closing costs are 1% average, so it's 1,050. Now, lender per lender, these last application, closing points, all that kind of stuff after, they vary. So I just want to make sure you know that this is not a hard, fast rule on these numbers. We're just going to use the same numbers on both so that we can keep it apples to apples. All right, so let's see. That's our 12% interest. So cash on hand needed, if you're going to do all of this in cash, is $27,099 to get this loan. Cost of the same at 9% interest. All the numbers stay the same except for, of course, interest payments. So the interest payments drop down to $787.50. Down payment, or the 15% on the 100 grand, obviously stays the same. Sorry. Total loan down payment, $15,000. 6 months of interest obviously lowers. So there's your 6 months of interest at $4,725. Again, we're going to keep all the other stuff the same for an apples to apples comparison. So cash on hand needed on this one is $25,524. If we're looking at the bottom line, total loan amount $105,085 plus the 20. Cash on hand needed at 12% is $27,099. Cash on hand needed at 9% is $25,524. Difference of $1,575. Excuse me. So if you did one flip a quarter or 4 flips a year, the savings is the $1,575 times 4 flips is $6,300. If you doubled that, or 8 flips a year, the savings comes out to $12,600. That's a good amount of profit and or savings in your pocket. Now, if you were going to add another or an extra, if you're going to add an extra flip to that year, so from 4 flips to 5 flips, you could take the $6,300 that you saved and put it against the interest payments of 6 months that the lender's going to want to see. Now, if you got a 9% loan on that extra flip you did that year, that loan or that 9% at 6 months, like we showed before, is $4,725. So even if you did it at 4 flips that year and just added 1 flip, you would still be positive money after you took the money you needed to show the 6 months of interest at 9%. So that's a $100,000 loan, but what is the median cost of a house in the US? According to Zillow, the median sales price is $294, but the median purchase price is $234.4. So you are going to save quite a bit more money on average on the purchase and sale of a home, but I just used $100,000 to make it simple arithmetic. Alrighty, so if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below and or contact me. How do you do that? Again, I run and own Casillas Capital Partners. My phone number is 919-901-0872. That's my direct cell phone number. And the email address you can email me at is john@casillascapitalpartners.com. I hope this information was helpful. And if you have any questions or need some help getting a loan, whether it's hard money or any other commercial loan, please feel free to reach out. Have a good night.